What up, guys? What up? After Christmas, we are officially December 26th. This video's, well, it's going to be two-part videos that go out on the 27th. So I'm going to release those videos tomorrow. These videos tomorrow. I'm here with the year 16 Supercharger off season. I do off seasons every year. I usually do videos on them, and this is no exception. Except I got a lot to go over. I got my copious notes. Copious notes because conference realignments are happening. And I have decided, since the fact of the matter is, I have to wait till August to play with this team again, the Columbia State Supercharger. I decided to go ahead and map it out. We're going to the Big 12. We're going to the Big 12. There's teams coming with me. There's a lot of conference realignments that I'm going to do for the second part of the video. I will of course do the regular off season. Then when I get to conference realignments, I will stop the video and put up another one because that's the big thing. How you guys doing this day after Christmas? Nothing big, too much happened. I drove like 45 minutes away and saw my folks. Really good Christmas. Love seeing my nieces and nephews. Love seeing that. My sister, my aunts. Didn't see everybody, but got to see some people. Kenny is right now in the hospital. He just had surgery, so I wish him the best. Hopefully he took the last surgery. He took like a champ. He's having things done for his hips, help him walk better, which is good. Shoot, I probably need surgery, but I just don't want to foot the bill, so I'm not doing it. I just take my ibuprofen or take ibuprofen and try to eat a little bit better and go about that. I haven't done much today. I didn't even really watch any college football. I know there was some bowl games were on, but they were blowouts for the most part. I know Northwestern, I think, shut out Central Michigan. I think that's what happened. Um, I watched Boardwalk Empire. I've been on that, man, because I've been getting into these older shows that I missed out on. Great show, Boardwalk Empire. And I, of course, will recommend Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Really good shows. Sons of Anarchy was a really good show. So I've been watching stuff like that, and I've been on a binge when it comes down to these TV shows. Really, really good shows. And but yeah, this off season is huge because of what's about to happen. So I couldn't I could not make a video on this. So I decided to come in and make this video. We beat Nebraska 27-12, man, and I already laid into that in my season recap. We're going on to the off season. I got some recruits I want to get, and I want to see if I lose my coordinators and if any players are going to just leave that didn't get playing time, which mostly what happens in this game. Heck, that mostly doesn't even happen. Here we go. And we're going to find out who won the national championship between Texas A&M and Navy. Navy is one of the biggest teams in this dynasty. They usually win. In the last 5 years, they've been like the premier team. They're like Alabama back in 2010s. You can't, hard to beat. Hard to beat. I'm going to mess with these house rules later because to me, the receivers on the CPU team dropped too many passes. I want to work on that, make them a little bit tougher. I thought they were a little bit tough, but we just had a good team this year. I don't want to go on the sliders and keep adjusting sliders to make the CPU play better. But at the same time, we're going into the Big 12, so man, I don't need to do any of that. I need to chill. I need to chill on doing sliders. Let's see what happened during the bowl season with these other teams. Really surprised about that Nebraska win. I thought it was going to be more of a game, but our defense is legit and showed that this program is ready for the challenge of being in a Power Five conference. And I say Power Five because the Pac-12 is about to get loaded with a bunch of teams. They'll have more teams than my conference will, and they'll be premier teams. You'll see what I do in the next video. But definitely want to detail this stuff, man. I think what changed my mind on it is once I put these teams on paper and I actually separated the conferences the way I wanted to, I was like, man, that's hell yeah, go ahead and do it, Dwight. You don't play till August of 2026, you know? We're months away from that. Months. Who knows what my life will be like in August of 2026? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'll be doing. It's a long time from now. Do I really want to wait 2 more years for this when I know that that's what I really want to do? I really want Columbia State in a Power Five conference, and I'm still holding on to the Sun Belt. I'm like, yeah, we won the Sun Belt twice in 4 years. We're really good. Would have been nice to win a natty out of that conference, but hey, I think we won enough. I think Turner Hooch Jr. has won enough. I think this team has won enough. I think we're in a really good program. I've been doing this since 2017. We're going into year 17. It's time. Rodney Frederick is your career passing touchdown leader. Tyler Morgan's record held for a long time. I think that record. I think year 6 was his last year. Year 6. So that's been 10 seasons ago. Held the record for 10 seasons. Rodney Fredericks got 72 career touchdowns past Tyler Morgan. He had 69. And he also beat the passing stat record. Now that's held by a quarterback that doesn't exist. Never played with him, but he beat him. He's the school career passing yards leader for career. And Jake Palmer, of course, obliterated Tyler Morgan's record that stood for when he broke that record back in year 4. That record stood for 12 seasons. He beat it. Tyler Morgan had 23. Jake Palmer had 24 touchdowns in a season. Columbus State's Madison walks away with the 2028 Lombardi. He did that. We're going to go into this offseason. First, we're going to check out the Bulls. It's a prepare for the grueling offseason. Y'all don't even know about this offseason. We're about to do some really big things in this offseason. Series is going big next year. I looked at the plan. I looked on it on paper, and I was like, we're going to hold off another 2 years on this. I'm like, you can do it now. We don't play till August. I mean, college football is changing, man. It's changing way more than this game could actually change it. You doing this the final conference realignment will make this thing seem fresh and new and get you excited about playing Columbus State Supercharger football in August of 2026. It's already exciting to me, but there you go. Howard steps up big time as Navy defeats Texas A&M in the BCS, the national championship. BCS no longer exists, except in this game. Navy gets it, though. Navy gets it. And we'll see about I'm just looking through here right now. Tennessee beat Michigan. Let's check all this stuff out. Let's see. Bowl results. Let's get it out of the way. Bowl results for the last time Clemson State's in the Sun Belt. Fresno State, and it's Notre Dame over Fresno State. Just seen that coming a mile away. Austin P State gets a great win against Western Michigan, Idaho Potato Bowl. Appalachian State lost to Air Force. It's a bad loss, but they're still coming with me in the Big 12. New Mexico State 34-31 over Temple. Louisiana Tech gets it done against Georgia Southern by a field goal. Of course, Louisiana Tech and Georgia Southern will both be in the Sun Belt Conference, which is going to take a lot of losses. I hate that for our conference, Sun Belt. I really like that conference, but yeah, it's time to move on. Colorado State 26-21 over San Jose State. UTSA over Wyoming 34-14. USC loses to Toledo. That's a surprise. Well, USC didn't have a great year. Lose to them 30-28 in the Little Caesars Pizza Bowl. Favorite bowl of all time. Pitt over Central Michigan 38-15. They got smashed. Stanford wins big over Houston 56-10. Virginia over Tulsa 34-31. Army over Auburn 46-36. In the Independence Bowl, USF over Clemson in the Russell Athletic Bowl. Penn State over Kansas State 31-21 in the Mighty Care Bowl. Armed Forces Bowl, it is Hawaii over Florida Atlantic. Syracuse over Boise State 51-30 in the Fight Hunger Bowl. I thought Boise State had a better record than that. I guess they did. Washington State, the Pac-12 champs, over Baylor 20-17. Baylor was ranked. TCU over Rutgers 31-17 in the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. Florida State 31-21 over Mississippi State in the Music City Bowl. Mississippi State's gotten a lot better. I can say that. Montana crushes Georgia Tech. Oh my God. And Georgia Tech had a really bad year, man. I mean, you would think, 9-5. Georgia Tech's pretty good. I'm like, no. They usually are in the national championship conversation. This is a bad season for Georgia Tech. And Montana has proven themselves in the Pac-12, man. They're proving themselves, and I'm glad to see that. East Washington over Florida, 44-42 in the Liberty Bowl. East Washington, of course, did win the Conference USA Championship because they only have 10 teams. They had the best conference record. So they're your Conference USA champs. Alabama losing to the Wolfpack, 35-24 in the Chick-fil-A Bowl. Man, that's not good. Wisconsin over Texas Tech in the Heart of Dallas Bowl. Really bad loss for Texas Tech. Texas Tech was a national championship contender a few years ago, and then fell right back off. LSU over Purdue, 21-19, close game in the Gator Bowl. And it's Tennessee over Michigan, 28-19 at Capital One Bowl. Tennessee had a really good year. Almost made the SEC championship game. But lost to Kentucky and ended up not going. And it ended up being Kentucky going against A&M. And, of course, they lost to A&M. Iowa over Kentucky, 31-7. Man, Ole Miss crushes, destroys, dismantles Cal, 48-20 in the Rose Bowl. Fiesta Bowl, your Columbia State Supercharger pretty much put the brakes on Nebraska, 27-12 in the Fiesta Bowl. We, of course, have New Year's Six championships everywhere. We've won, 2 Sugar Bowls. We won an Orange Bowl. Now we can add a Fiesta Bowl to our collection of bowl trophies. Michigan State, big over Cincinnati. That's a big win for Michigan State. Michigan State had a great year, had a Heisman winner. And Eric Sims is doing a damn thing up in East Lansing. I wish I could say that in real life. Oh, man. These guys are going to be conference rivals. But North Dakota State gets a first taste of BYU football, and they come up short as BYU wins 45-42 in the Orange Bowl. Shocking loss for North Dakota State. They're usually pretty strong, but that's a pretty good BYU team over there. UCF over Oklahoma, big 38-17 in the Cotton Bowl. UCF will be a division opponent of ours, so that's going to be an interesting sort of little rivalry. Never really mess with Florida too much. I haven't had a Florida rival since Florida Atlantic. We'll have it back with UCF. In the BBA Compass Bowl, it is SMU big over Northwestern, 48-27. Furman gets it done in the GoDaddy Bowl, 38-14 over UMass. Furman had a pretty damn good year. They just bumped into us. 2 of those 3 losses are to the Supercharger. Furman will be coming with me into the Big 12. And Navy escapes, and I mean escapes, Texas A&M 24-17. And I think that's Navy's 5th national championship in the last 7 years. They're just too dominant. I put them in the ACC. They were independent. I put them in the ACC, and it didn't matter. They crushed every ACC opponent to get into the national championship. Only loss they took was to Notre Dame, which is a better loss than me losing to Colorado. So that is your bowl games. I think Cincinnati would have been perfect if they didn't lose to BYU. So could have been different. Could have been a different national. We could have done that if we beat Colorado. We could have done, or Cincinnati could have done that if they beat BYU. I still think Cincinnati got robbed. I think it should have been Cincinnati in there playing Navy. But I don't know. I think either way, Navy was going to win the chip. They're going to win the chip, and they did. So they are the standard which every team is measured. That's the biggest. That's the team. We'll look at conferences real quick before I go. I'm looking at other things too before I go. Division wise, we got it done. We won the conference championship, so we're the best team in the Sun Belt. Only no losses in conference, only 1 loss, and that was out of conference. We have a 5-star rating as a program, and we end the season at number 3 in the country, which is pretty good. Last time we were the number 2 team in the country when this sort of scenario happened again. We're good enough to be in the national championship conversation, but we're not in the national championship. We look at the conferences, how they stand right now. You got Columbia State, Georgia Southern, Furman's leaving, Appalachian State's leaving, and all these other teams are going to other conferences. Rice will be gone, UAB will be gone, and that'll be about it. And it's just me, just us, Furman, and App State. So a lot of these teams are not going to be here anymore. I think that's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that are leaving. And Louisiana Tech is coming in this conference, so I'll make it 8 teams. The Sun Belt is losing their conference prestige. They will be down from 12 teams to 8 teams because of the conference realignment. And I hate to do it, but it's time to do new things and shake up this dynasty, get it more interesting. Navy, NC State, Clemson, Georgia Tech, Virginia, Florida State, Army, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, Virginia Tech, Miami, North Carolina, Louisville, Boston College, Wake Forest, and Duke. Make up your 16 teams in the ACC. I will not change the ACC. The ACC will stay like it is. In the American, we got UCSF who will stay. Tulsa will likely be moved. SMU, I don't know. I think I'm moving them, but I know Temple and Villanova will move. Tulane will stay there. Idaho, I think, are staying. Connecticut, UConn is leaving. Memphis is going to stay, and ECU are going to stay. But this conference here will go up to 12 teams in the end, so they will have a conference championship in the American Conference like they do in real life. And of course, I was just the Big 12. Big 12 is going to do a lot of changing. A lot of changing. A lot of these teams are going to go to the Pac-12. A lot of these teams are going to the Pac-12 teams, and I tried to make it to teams that aren't. I tried to do with teams that have not been in the Pac-12 before, like West Virginia, never been in the Pac-12, so they're going. Iowa State, never been in the Pac-12, so they're going. Oklahoma State, never been in the Pac-12, so they're going. Texas Tech, I think, is going to the Pac-12. And most of these other teams are staying, except for BYU. BYU is going to the Pac-12. Big Ten will stay the way it is. In real life, there are 18 teams in the Big Ten. In real life, I can only get 16 in here because this game did not understand 18-team conferences, and I agree with them. You got Oregon and USC. That's the only big change in this conference. But it's basically the same. I still got UCLA and Washington in the Pac-12 though. Conference USA is about to be flipped. UTSA is gone. They're going over there. Florida Atlantic, I think, is going to be gone. Check my copious notes. I have no idea I had this. That's why I wrote these copious notes. How's Conference USA going to look? Oh, Conference USA looks completely different. In fact, Florida Atlantic's going to. They're going over there. Louisiana Tech's going to the Sun Belt. Middle Tennessee State's coming with me into the Big 12. New Mexico State's staying. Western Kentucky is staying. Townsend is staying. North Texas is leaving, and UTEP is staying. Glad I wrote the copious notes. Notre Dame, and that's the biggest problem in this game. If I could, I put Notre Dame in a conference, but you have to have an independent in the game, so they're going to stay independent. MAC will not be touched. I will not touch the MAC. I will not touch the MAC. Mountain West will be beefed up to 10 teams. So Mountain West is about to get beefed up. Pac-12 is going to get beefed up. We got 11 teams in here, which is uneven. It's going to be a 16-team conference. For the most part, everybody that's already here is staying except for UNLV. They will be gone. Washington staying, UCLA staying, Boise State, Oregon State, San Jose State is going to the Mountain West. So those two teams will be gone. San Jose State, UNLV. Montana will stay. North Dakota State will stay. Stanford and Cal will stay. And Washington State, of course, will make up that. Not doing anything with the SEC. The only thing about, of course, this series and about these divisions, I have to have divisions in this game. In real life, they have no divisions. In NCAA Football 14, you have to have divisions. So but basically everything in the SEC is the same. I got it weird, but all these teams are in real life in the SEC. The Texas, you got your Texas, you got Oklahoma. That's the only real big change that's done in real life. I kept it like that in the game. So there you guys have it. That's the conferences. That is the conferences. Charter 5 poll. We just saw that we are now officially the number 3 team in the country. Navy won the national championship. Michigan State's number 2. Columbus State's at number 3. I'm cool with that, even though Michigan State's got more losses than I do. They did not lose to Colorado. Don't lose to Colorado. Ole Miss at 4. Cincinnati at 5. Texas A&M at 6. They fell off after losing to Navy. Tennessee at 7. BYU at 8. Nebraska at 9. LSU at 10. TCU at 11. Austin Peay State comes in ranked at 12. NC State at 13. Furman at 14. Alabama at 15. Stanford at 16. Cal at 17, USF at 18, 19 is North Dakota State, 20 is East Washington. UCF comes in at 21, Montana comes in at number 22, Baylor comes in at number 23, Iowa at 24, and Toledo at 25. Dropped out were Rutgers, Georgia Tech, Georgia Southern, and Mississippi State. And that is the final polling of year 16. Okay, passing leaders. Riley Frederick comes in at number 18. He was, of course, the best passer by yards. Is the MTSU quarterback. But I think MTSU didn't even go bowling. They had a pretty rough year. But they're still going with me. Thompson, the Heisman, he won the Heisman. He led the country in rushing. Palmer comes in at number 60. And I know that sounds really bad, but considering how we didn't run the ball for years and years, for seasons and seasons and years in this game, that's really good. Just to have a 1,000-yard rusher, I'm like, man, I have a 1,000-yard rusher. I can't believe I had a 1,000-yard rusher. Dwight McNeil comes in. I wish he got 1,000 yards. He will not. He came in at number 91, 832 yards. Tackling, Newberry leads the country in tackling. Jeremy Newberry is a sophomore. He will be back next year, which is pretty cool. And Brian Madison does end the season, leading the country in sacks. So he had 13 sacks. Darius Reynolds is our lead interceptor. Intercepted 8. But I would have loved to seen him intercept like 4. He intercepted 4. I just wish he would intercept like 8, 9 like these other guys do. Didn't happen though. But we did have really good turnover differential, so I'm glad about that. Sullivan is a pretty good kicker, but you can't make the really long kicks. If you get him at a certain level on the field, he's really good though. So I was glad to see that. We'll get out of here and see team stats real quick. Team stats. And we'll just go to Sun Belt. Last time I'm looking at the Sun Belt. Austin B State had the best offense in our league. We rushed for almost 2,000 yards on this team, which is a real big improvement. And it really helped our offense. I think our offense did really good, even though we're not the highest ranked offense. We were pretty damn good. We had a really good defense. Had more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns. Makes sense. Sacks allowed. We allowed 51 sacks. But you got to remember, first 2 games, 30 and 20 sacks. We allowed 20 sacks in the first 2 games. So when you think about it, we played those 2 games. We had 14 games. So for the next 12 games, you allow like 30 sacks, which ain't bad. First downs, 276. Pretty good. Pretty good season. But don't let that we're fourth in the Sun Belt on offense fool you. Our offense was really, really good at times. Really good year for our offense. Defense, no one's beating us. We're allowed under 1,000 yards rushing. Nobody scored on us. Look at all these other teams with all the other points they allowed. We allowed the least. We sacked the quarterback. No one sacked the quarterback more than us. Forced fumbles, so we're forcing turnovers. No one beat us in that score too. Only Marshall got 9. We were the only one. They're the only team that got 9 fumbles like we did. 9 fumble recoveries. 14 interceptions on the year, which is pretty damn good. Only Appalachian State did more. Of course, they had one guy that intercepted the opposing offense 8 times. So, hey, Georgia State was pretty good too at that. Could have been better, but I was just glad we got turnovers. I was really glad about that. converting the ball, no, converting. No one was better at that for us on third down at a 53% clip. It's pretty good. We were 72% on fourth down. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see here. Red zone. No one's better at us in the red zone. Offensive red zone touchdowns 42 out of 65. 16 field goals. Offense red zone percentage at 89%, which is really high. And our defense just stopped everybody. So kudos to us. Turnovers, we were +5. I've never had a season where I was plus anything in turnover differential. No wonder we won. We're not on the top of the list for everything, but as far as like being consistent, we did our thing, man. We were consistent. Really good season for the Supercharger. Really good season. When we look at career stats for the outgoing seniors, Rodney Frederick ends with 72 touchdowns, 33 interceptions, 232 yards a game, 11 yards per pass, 72% completion percentage. Should go to the league. I was going to go in here and fix weights and all, but I'm not doing all that. He will be in Madden 24. I will be doing career mode with Rodney Frederick eventually. Palmer is not a senior. We don't count Frederick because Frederick don't scramble. But Leroy Davis is a senior. He had 87 attempts, 691 yards, 7.9 yards a carry. He was big. And 4 touchdowns. Pretty good for him. Pretty good. Running the ball. Greg McNeil ran the ball sometimes for us out of the backfield. Pretty good. Yeah. McNeil's receiving numbers: 115 catches, 1,497 yards, 5 touchdowns to end his Columbia State career. Pretty damn good career. I don't think I have many. Okay, and then, of course, Leroy Davis had 18 catches, 172 yards, and a touchdown. Not a lot of upperclassmen in the receiving corps, which is great because we have a lot of people coming back for the offense next year. DeAngelis allowed 18 sacks at center. That's a lot, but you're considering a whole career. So I can't really knock him for that. But Ernest Hall, man, he only allowed 2 sacks. This guy was great. Love Ernest Hall. Definitely deserves some props for that. I mean, you'd only allow 2 sacks on a Heisman 30 pass block slider. You only allow 2 sacks. You allow 2 sacks when we're having our pass pro problems. That means it was not coming from him. It was coming from other people. It was not him. B. Rogers leaves. Pretty decent career. Allowed 11 sacks. Andrew Floyd didn't get much playing time, I don't think. I think he was back. He was like a backup. He only allowed 6 sacks, though. Randy Gross, he wasn't in the game much, so I can't really vouch for him. Hopefully Vincent Coleman gets better at blocking. I really need you to block next year, sir. That'd be important. Defensively. Demetrius Hargrove, career, 32 tackles for loss, 114 tackles, 5 sacks, 1 interception. He was a GOAT a couple years ago. It kind of fell off. He just wasn't making the plays. 105 of those 114 tackles were solo. He just fell off a bit. Didn't make the big plays like he used to. Still pretty good. TJ France, my boy. 103 tackles during his career. 2 sacks, 6 interceptions. Pretty good for him. Antoine Anderson leads with 4 interceptions. Never hardly noticed him, but when he did make plays, man, he was good. We had a lot of depth, so he kind of got lost in the shuffle. But yeah, four interceptions off a bench corner isn't bad at all. I'll take that. Fernandez was a beast. 1 sack, 4 interceptions. He's like kind of like a backup kind of guy. He kind of took the starting role this year at corner at times. So yeah, he had a great career. Dylan Bell, 5 sacks, 3 interceptions. Damn good career. He had 179 solo tackles. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of tackles, bro. That's a lot of tackles. 11 sacks for our boy Brian Gillett. Had a great end of the year. Probably one of a player I will definitely miss. I will definitely miss Brian Gillett at right outside linebacker. Will Golden leaves with 10 sacks. I thought he was going to be the man, but it ended up being Brian Madison. But Will Golden did his thing too. He gave me 10 sacks on the way out, so I appreciate that. Frank Morrison leads with 13 sacks at defensive tackle. One of the unsung heroes of the Columbus State Supercharger was Frank Morrison. He definitely patrolled. He's the reason why we stopped the run. It was Frank Morrison. One of the reasons, anyway. They were all, and you know, Brian Madison was up there with him. He's just a sophomore. It just makes you wonder what he'll do next year. Andrew Givens had 6 sacks during his career. Did some things. Didn't really notice him too much. But he had a good career. Brad Browning. God, he was on the team. Senior. Yeah, okay, we're getting back to that. And I wonder if I know my punter. The kicker's a freshman, so we're good for him for now. The punter, I don't know what year the punter is. Yeah, they're saying he's a freshman. Yeah, he's a freshman. So that is your careers of the seniors that are departing. I saw, of course, the records that got broke. And now I'm finally 37 minutes in. I'm ready to end this season. Say goodbye to year 16. Hello, Big 12. Whew. I did an offseason for my Michigan State team on College Football 25, and I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't have that attachment to that game like I do this one. I just don't. I even I didn't even recruit a kicker or a punter because I just lost. I mean, I'm just losing interest in College Football 25, man. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather be here with NCAA Football 14 than College Football 25, man. Marcus Bush, we're recruiting with 2 schools. That's right. I really need to land Marcus Bush. I need to. He did win Coach of the Year. I did not know that. Turner Hoots Jr. did win Coach of the Year, but they didn't tell me he won Coach of the Year. Yeah, we won Coach of the Year. Player won the Lombardi. Brian Madison, of course, won the Lombardi. We won our bowl game. We earned that New Year's Six bowl bid. Palmer had that rushing touchdown record. Ranked first in points allowed. We won our conference championship. We ranked first in rushing yards allowed. Ranked first in sacks. I think Brian Gillett tied Jonathan Noble's record in sacks in a game. He had 4. Didn't break it, though, but he tied it. First team All-American. We got 4 of them on our team. First team All-Americans. We did earn, of course, a bowl bid. Ranked top 5 in red zone percentage. Finished season with 70.7 field goals. Being ranked in the top 5 to end the year. We won our bowl game. Second team All-Americans, we had 5. First team All-Conference, we had 12. Ranked top 10 in rushing touchdowns. Cool. Beat a top 10 team. 10 plus first downs. Freshman All-American, we had 3. Second team All-Conference, we had 6. Opponent under 150 rushing yards, we did that twice. And when we score 21 or more points, we did that twice. 50 offensive yards, beat top 25 team. All our accomplishments, all these accomplishments just add to Hooch Jr.'s XP. He won Coach of the Year. I did not know that. That blows me away because I didn't think he won it. The game doesn't really tell you that he won it either. Look at Turner Hooch Jr., man. In his sixth season, he won 13. In his sixth season, he won 13-1, and he's done that twice. 9-4 the previous year, the 7-6 year, which is crazy when you look back at it. I mean, we were a 6-6 team to end the regular season. That seems like a lifetime ago. Then, of course, the big year when we won the Orange Bowl versus Navy, 13-1, another 13-1 season, 9-4, and then 11-3, 12-2, 8-5. Columbus State Supercharger, all begun with that 2-10 team. Ever since then, we've been bowling. Ever since then, we've been qualifying for bowls. Great seasons, great seasons. Hooch Jr.'s first year was that 11-3 season. We, of course, won the Liberty Bowl. We were going to win the Conference USA Championship, supposed to repeat, but we didn't. We lost to Louisiana Tech, and I was disgusted. And that following year is when I think the year we lost to Navy, 66-15. We got crushed and had to go back to the drawing board and figure things out. Bounced back big when we entered the Sun Belt, 13-1, 7-6 season, 9-4 season, and back to a 13-1 season. Been a hell of a ride for Turner Hooch Jr. And it's just going to get tougher because we're going into the Lions Day. We're going to the Big 12. Team news, anything? Okay, that's it. Coaching carousel. We are not leaving, of course, but the main thing I'm wondering is our coordinator's going to leave. Turner Hooch Jr. could turn around Texas, but we're not going to Texas because I don't want to lose control of my team. I think a top candidate is also Jeff Monken at TSU. So Jeff Monken had a rough year at MTSU, so he might leave. He might leave. Interesting. And we're just going to skip to the end of Coach Carousel. I could go through it, but it's going to take a while. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, so we're just going to have to see if I lose my coordinators. I'm thinking I'm going to lose my coordinators if I haven't already. New coach Chris Bush from UMass. Yep, he's the head coach. UMass has been doing great. He goes to Florida. And respective jobs. Field positions. Chris Bush. Of course, we saw that. UMass. Who goes to Texas? Our coach, our DC, the best defense of of my program, in my program's history. He's going to be the head coach at Texas. We're going to have to play Texas eventually. We're going to have to play Texas. I don't think I'm going to play Texas this year. But I really, yeah, that'd be a good game to play Texas. Texas had a really bad year. But do I want to take on Texas? Be interesting. I think we're dealing enough with our Big 12 schedule I'm looking at. I'm looking at our Big 12 schedule. I'm like, yeah, you need to get past that first before you take on the big comers. But Bernard Finley goes to Texas. West Virginia has a new coach. Boston College. He took the job at Western Virginia, but he doesn't know that West Virginia is going to the Pac-12. Oregon takes Brett Montgomery. He was the head coach at Kentucky, who got to an SEC championship game. He's going to Oregon to turn their misfortunes around. They had a 6-6 season. Not good enough to get in the bowl game. Georgia, Joe Gall, head coach of BYU. BYU had a great year. He's going to Georgia, though. Man. Kentucky, Nick Perez, head coach of Central Michigan. He's going to Kentucky because their previous coach left to take the head coaching job at Oregon. Okay, makes sense. The BYU coach, new head coach hired from Navy. He was the OC at Navy who won a national championship. He goes to BYU. He'll be in the Pac-12. Crazy. Oklahoma State, Josh Barr. He was at Texas. He goes to Oklahoma State. The Oklahoma State coach has retired from coaching at age 68. Well, makes sense. The Boston College coach, Chad Dockery, head coach at Toledo. Toledo had a pretty good damn year. And he takes the job at Boston College, Missouri. Victor Rice, he was hired from Cincinnati. The DC at Cincinnati had a pretty damn good year. Should have been in the Natty, but they weren't. But then they go around and they lose their bowl game, which kind of makes them look bad than they actually were. Cincinnati had a great year, man. Ken Kaiser was hired to meet his goals. He was hired by Furman as the DC. So Furman's got a new DC out there. Christian Sanders, Washington State. He decides to go to the enemy, Washington. It's gonna be weird when they play. What's that noise? Yeah, it's gonna be weird when they play. Oh yeah, that's my phone. Jesus, that thing is annoying. Will Abrams from UTSA goes to Toledo. Okay, I'm gonna go through these real quick. Adam Bright, new head coach fired from Cincinnati. He was the OC. Takes the job at Arkansas. Arkansas went 2-10. Good luck with that. New head coach hired from USF. USF had a really good year, won their conference. He decided to go to Washington State. Central Michigan, fired from Nebraska. New head coach hired from Nebraska. Oh, he was the DC at Nebraska. He's the new coach at Central Michigan, Kansas. Thomas Arnold, Western Michigan. His job was Western Michigan. He hired to Kansas. We will see, of course. We'll see Kansas, of course, since they're coming to the Big 12. So we're coming to the Big 12. Former DC at Tennessee is hired at Arizona to be their head coach. Stephen Key, previous head coach, his previous job was the head coaching job at West Virginia. He's going to go coach at 0-12 Rice. I don't know. Yeah, you're the head coach. You're going to Rice though, and they were terrible. Rice was just horrible year. New head coach hired from Oregon. He was fired. So Ricky Jones was the previous head coach. Yeah, and he's at UAB, went 1-11. You'll be in a new conference, sir. New coach, J.J. Nash, he was the DC at Furman. He is the new head coach for Indiana. I don't see no Kurt Signetti happening, but you never know. You never know. New head coach hired from Florida, Justin Wade, who was fired. He decides to go to Marshall. Marshall needs all the help they can get. Jesse Barnes, new DC hired from UMass, is the new DC at Alabama. Okay. Navy, their OC left, and now he is the new OC from A&M. He goes to Navy. They just played each other. It's weird. Teutons. Yeah, I'm going to just I'm gonna breeze through this. This is too long. It's a lot of coach upheaval. I love coaching carousel though, man. There's a lot of upheaval that goes on there. Brandon Nixon, new head coach. Yeah, we're getting into it. Cameron Thornton, Melvin Quinn. I'm wondering about my OC. I wonder what job my OC took. Maybe my OC is going to stay. I don't know. Maybe my OC will stay. I don't know. We're getting into DCs and OCs. The coaching things are interesting, but that's about it. DC, Wesley Graves, contract extended. Mark Nash, he was at UGA. He did good for a minute, but then he went 3-9. That's not good. Trying to look for my OC. Lance Ray, UMass, Mike Watson, Iowa, Kevin Horner, Western Michigan, Leah Williams, Columbia State. New DC hired from Rutgers. I got to look at this guy. He does play 4-3, so that's good, but his prestige is kind of low, but it's passable. Terrence Gibson. He was the DC at Rutgers. Rutgers wasn't bad. He was 8. He went 8-5. Why would they fire him? He went 8-5 at Rutgers. That's not bad. He went 8-5 at Rutgers. That's pretty good. I don't know. Reber, Auburn, Stanford. I'm looking for Kyle Owens. I need to see where Kyle Owens went. Maybe Kyle Owens is staying. I don't know. Bird. Rutgers. I don't know why I care who they're replacing him with. I shouldn't care. Where's my guy? James Diggs. He was at Rice for a while. He was a head coach, and now he's going to be a DC at Georgia. Crazy. Single, Villanova, Justin Jones, Oregon State, Northwestern. Nope, still don't see him. I'm not seeing my OC, which is great. I would love to keep my OC. Hate losing my defensive coordinator, but if I could keep one of them, if I could keep one of them, I'd rather keep my OC, really. I don't see nobody. This is taking way too long, man. There's a lot of changes. It's the carousel, man. It's sort of like the transfer portal is in college football today. It's sort of like that. In fact, college football 26 should have something like this for transfers. It should be more like coaching carousel. It should be crazy. Instead, it seems sort of like a throwaway. Like we're just going to get this transfer portal in the game just to make y'all happy, and y'all eat it up because y'all just like the fact that it's a new game, so y'all just eat it up. I do not see Kyle Owens anywhere, and we're done. That's the list. That is the list. Unexpected jobs, field positions. We done went through that. I'm gonna exit. So I'm thinking I keep my OC. I think I'm keeping him. I could be wrong. But I think I'm keeping my OC, which is pretty damn good. At least I keep one of them. But Bernard Filling did a great job. The defense was great. I just think it's because we recruited really well as far as the defensive players. But, your coordinators do influence how your team plays. If I have a really bad defensive coordinator, if I have a really bad defensive if you got a really bad coordinators or low prestige coordinators, it can affect your team. It can definitely affect your team. We'll look here. My DC. We'll check him out. One thing I want to see. What my OC? Kyle Owen will stay. Church. Kyle Owen will stay. I do not lose Kyle Owen. Cool beans. Cool beans. I will accept that. Where we're at. Turner Hooch is at 39. Of course, he's maxed out. Terrence Gibson is at a 16. I forget what. Of course, I could look back and see where. I got photos. I can look back at where Bernard Finley was at compared to this guy. But I do keep Kyle Owen. Kyle Owen stays. I'm shocked that he's not leaving. I'm very shocked that he didn't leave. Very shocked. Players leaving. I have a good underclass. I have a really good underclass. But I know some might leave. If they can get drafted, but I don't really want Tony Thomas to leave. Like, dude, you're round 4. Palmer is looking to leave. Jason will transfer. Cooper will transfer. Don't care. I got a lot of draft picks, man. I have never seen this many draft picks. Frederick's not going to get drafted. Are you serious? Rodney Frederick will not be drafted. Oh, God. I'm going to put him as an undrafted quarterback and try to make it in the league now. But he'll be a superstar in the NFL. I'll make sure of that. Frank Morrison's going in the 7th round. Ernest Hall's going in the 5th round. Golden is going in the 4th round. Dylan Bell's going in the 2nd round. Hargrove is going in the 2nd round. Wow. McNeil has turned into a number 1 draft pick, a 1st round draft pick. See what I did for you, McNeil? I got you hooked up. And it's the same thing I'm going to promise these guys. I am not ready for Tony Thomas and Palmer to leave. Normally, I would let them leave, but we're going into the Big 12. I need these guys on the team. So, Tony Thomas, I'm going to strike for you first. Trajan is very high. I'm not going to guarantee you a national championship. I'm going to get you back. I'm going to get you up to be about a round 2 pick. I wish I could tell you I've made up my mind, but I can't right now. Get your college degree, bro. Tony Thomas is staying. I did that for my own greedy reasons, but I had to do it. Palmer, man, we're going into the Big 12. I need you. I'm willing to let Garrett Davidson go. I'm really willing to let him go. Because he wasn't really big for me anyway. I'm like, he gave me 18 catches, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, he was good, but he's not it. And he rates at a 90. What's his speed at? 94, though. God. 99 route running. I could talk all these guys into coming back. Is it greedy to do that? Yeah, you need to be a 1st round pick. Yep. You'll be a 1st round pick. I'll make sure you're a 1st round pick. Garrett Davidson. He could be better next year. I'm losing McNeil. But I got so many other receivers. I'll let him go. Garrett Davidson, you can go. But everybody else is no, we're not. I'm not letting you go. That is a lot of pro draft picks I just sent to the draft. And Rodney Frederick's not going. Yeah, a lot of times I don't think it's just his heights and weights. I think he's just He just didn't put up the numbers. But if you look at it, Demetrius Hargrove, I mean, he wasn't really doing. Demetrius Hargrove didn't give me anything hardly in the last 2 seasons, and he gets drafted the number 2 pick. That's crazy. Greg Morrison, he had 13 sacks. He should be a higher draft pick than what he actually is. These guys transferring, I don't care. I'm going to let Garrett Davison go, though. He's going. I'm going to let him go to draft. Because I got a lot of other receivers. I forget I got Thomas Bush, too. And Collins and Nash. I got receivers. I'm good at receiver. So I can let them go. Advance to the next stage. Transfer requests. I do have Matt export draft class to Madden NFL 25 before advancing. I don't even know if it works. I already started my thing, so I ain't even worried about it. I do have Madden NFL 25, though. Draft results. First, let's look at transfer requests, see if I get one. I usually don't get any. That's fine. Draft results. McNeil goes in the first round. I told you I'd get you there, buddy. I got you in the NFL. I got you in the first round. I need to put him in the game somehow when I do Frederick's thing. I mean, I won't get to play with him, but it'd be nice to see McNeil in the league. Demetrius Hargrove at number 2. Gillett should have made a draft too, though. Gillett was really good at linebacker. He's a lot more of a playmaker than Hargrove, but Jadder number 2. Dylan Bell had a really good career, strong safety. He'll do good. Garrett Davison does go in the 3rd round. Will Golden goes in the 4th. Ernest Hall goes in the 5th. Morrison goes in the 7th. And B. Rogers goes also in the 7th. Appalachian State, Griffin, and T.J. Cooper. I think that Dante Holloway guy should. I don't know if he was a senior or not. If he was a senior, he deserved to get drafted. So I don't know why he wouldn't get drafted. Austin P. State, nobody. See if I missed anyone I actually played. Nope. Boise State. Cows. Chattanooga. Of course, nobody. Coastal Carolina. Nobody. Furman. Machine known as Furman the other way, too. Not only do they get the draft picks, not only do they get the recruits, they get people to go to the draft. Not a big list, though. Now, a lot of these guys are late. We had a really better draft. We had a draft class better than them. So Furman's starting to. Maybe being in the Big 12 will help that, though. Maybe it will. I don't know. Georgia Southern, Luke Morris, who I don't remember. Of course, I think I torched Georgia Southern, man. Georgia Southern, I know that tight end was pretty good, but I think I torched them. Georgia State, nobody. Idaho, they get a punter in the 7th round. Pretty cool. I'm gonna miss the Sun Belt, man. It was fun. Marshall, nobody. Michigan State. I think that running back who won the Heisman was a senior. You didn't get drafted? I don't get that, man. Middle Tennessee, nobody. I can't believe that. They must have had a dismal season. Oh my God. Montana, Navy, a defensive tackle, outside linebacker, and another linebacker. Short, really draft class. I had a really good draft class. I had a better draft class than Navy. But the people that did go went in the 1st and 2nd round. That's how good they are. Nebraska. Albert Gaines, who did not gain anything on my Supercharger defense. And Leonard. Despite those performances, they go in the second and third round. Let's see. North Dakota State. Tight end goes in the first round. Receiver goes in the third. Rice. Nobody. Temple. Tennessee. Bunch of people. Corner. A linebacker. Another corner. Pretty good draft class. Texas A&M. Texas Tech. Toledo. Townsend. Tulane. Tulsa. UAB. They got a guard drafted in the first round. It's the only win they got. Jeez. USC, Utah State, Vandy, Villanova, Virginia Tech, Brian Williams, and Will Myrick. I thought he'd go a lot higher than that. He's pretty good. I think he picked off some of my passes. I think he picked off some of Rodney Frederick's passes. But he goes in 6 rounds. At least he got drafted. West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. I think that's about it as far as teams I played. Teams in the Sun Belt, stuff like that. I think that's about it for draft results. Big draft class for the Supercharger. That's the largest draft class I've seen in the series for a while. So we're on to the recruiting, and this video is now over an hour. Guys, let me just remind you that this is the first video. I'm doing a separate video because if I didn't, this would take 3 hours. Hopefully we'll get to the recruiting and I'll be about done. Hopefully I didn't over-recruit. But I did convince some guys to stay. Palmer and Thomas, I did convince them to stay. I think someone else was trying to leave too, and I was like, yeah, we're going to the Big 12. I need y'all. We're going to the Big 12. I need y'all. I don't need to lose anybody. And let me check our depth chart real quick. Okay, never mind. Okay, Tony Thomas and Marcus French are they're 2 senior quarterbacks. I will get enough. Of course, I do got D. Davidson coming on the team. He will be redshirted. Palmer is back, thank God. McGill. And let me see about other people. Thomas Bush, Collins, Nash, Bowman. Tight end, I still got Benson and Scott. Tackle is, left tackle's wide open. Guard, I got Barnes, where I'm going to turn into a left guard. Mason can go behind him. At center, I got Poland. Right guard, I got Cox there. Vincent Coleman. Hopefully he proves me a little bit better when he's a senior. I don't know. I don't got no tackles. Hope I recruited some tackles. Jeez. Wow, I ain't got no tackles. Madison and Thompson are coming back. Harris is there. Not much else. Browning and Gray. Man, we ain't got no depth. I probably under-recruited. Jerry Turner is not ready to start, man. He is not ready for that. Jacobs not ready either. I did grab some corners, right? So saying all I got is Reynolds and Ross. Newberry's there. Graves. Martindale. Kenny Moore. That's a good at kicker and punter. Am I really that bad as far as my depth? Oh my God. I gotta check that. I'm looking at my depth. I'm like, man, I ain't got a team. But they won't let you check it once you get here. You can only check your depth chart. I think your depth chart does have all your players in there, but at the same time, I'm like, I wonder if I have players redshirted. Are they not counting them? I don't know. I'll find out in a minute. We might be in trouble. I ain't got enough players for the team. Oh my God, man. Let's see the players I do have. Ken Clark, I got him. Adam Stewart, that's 2 corners. Athlete Matthews, who I think I'm putting at. Where's his block shed at? 74. Yeah, I'm putting him on defense. Strength 79. Acceleration pursuit. Yeah. I'm definitely putting him on the line. Joe Allen's an outside linebacker, 80 overall. D. Davison is the future quarterback of the team. Billy Sparks is a guard. No linebacker, another guard. No tackles. But no tackles. I'm trying to get difference makers on the team. I got 15,000 points. Meek Walker is +6. I really wanted this guy. I really want this guy. He's a 79 gem. And how far apart or how far are we? They're down 770, but they are Oklahoma. They're going to jump on them really, really badly. Marcus Bush is a corner, an exceptional corner from Kentucky. Got to get him. And I got to get this tackle to solidify the offensive line. I'm kind of down for him. All these other people, I really don't need. Like, I can get them, but I don't need them. I need these type of guys. I need them. And I don't think I'm going to try my best to get them. Right now, I place it at 3,000. We're going to go all out to get this corner. We got to go all out. Because I don't think they're counting the guys I redshirted. So I could be good. So I'm not going to really worry about the depth. About, like, did I under recruit? I'm trying to get the guys I know that will make a difference for the team. I'm trying to make sure to get them. About 4 placeholder. These guys, if they come here, they come here. But I'm going to put some points on them. This is a 5-star. I think I'm going to get him no matter what. And I could get him, but I'd rather get Chad. I'd rather get Chad. How's the numbers? I scouted him. 71 -4. Overrated, but still good. 76 block shed, 83 strength. Well, no, it's actually 70 strength. It's not that strong. Stamina's 82. Decent, not great. Same thing, decent, not great. But I'd rather have the 5-star because that helps me. I got a 5-star. You know, I'd rather get the 5-star. I put a little bit of points on them. If they jump me for them. We'll put 5 on them, 500 points. Marcus Young. +67 +3. 69 +1. Speed 89. Speed 79. That's big. Agility. Zone 70. Zone 66. Yeah, I'd rather have you. I'd rather have you. I do need another tackle. Do I want anybody else? No. Put 1,000 on Travis White. Because North Dakota State's battling me for him. I think we get him anyway. I put $4,000 on Dominique Walker. 4-star athlete. A gem. You could do anything with this guy. I mean, he can play quarterback. But you can see man coverage, zone coverage, decent speed, accelerations there. I'm definitely putting him at corner. He will be a nightmare. He'll be great at corner. Then you got this guy who is an actual corner, who's a star, 92 speed, 87 zone, 81 man. I wish his man coverage was a little bit better than his zone. But he can press. He's got the speed. Gotta get guys like that. Guys like that change your whole program. And I want to solidify the offensive line with a good tackle who's been in the game, knows it. He's a JUCO. He'll come in and make a difference, like immediately. Travis White is for the future. We need to solidify this offensive line. Marcus Young is good. Chad Charles is good. Who will I take points off of? I think North Dakota State's going to battle me for him. I almost want to change some of this. I need to get all these guys, really. I need to get him. 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 Do I got a free safety down here? Nope. I don't got a free safety. So I need a free safety. I need that guy. I need that guy. Did I get a middle linebacker? I know I got a middle linebacker. I got Eric Anderson, but he's not there yet. He's not a 5-star either. Oh, God, man. I'm leaving it alone. I'm leaving it alone. I'm going to go with what I got. If I mess up, I just mess up. I'm going to go with what I got. I'm going to go with my gut. I got the points divvied up. Hopefully I get these guys. Come on. We're going to the Big 12. I need to land some Big 12 guys. I need to land these athletes, these great guys, man. Come on. I really need these guys, man. Give them to me. See, this is more exciting than college football 25. College football 25 don't excite me. You don't do shit for me. This is exciting. Travis White did go to North Dakota State. That's a fail right there because I needed a guy like that. Travis White, no, that wasn't the guy I wanted. Calvin Morris, I was willing to let him go. I did get Dominique Walker, who will not be a quarterback. I'm using you as corner. Lee Cotton, I got as a tackle. That helps our tackle situation. I did get Marcus Bush, Chad Charles, and Marcus Young. Hell yeah. I got everybody I want. I got everybody I want. That's 5 people. I got everybody I wanted. I got everybody. Kick ass. I signed a top 5 class. I signed a 5-star prospect. Columbus State's ready for that Big 12. We are ready for the Big 12. Y'all hear me? We are ready for the Big 12. This is so cool. This is so freaking cool, man. Lee Cotton. That solidifies the offensive line. We needed another tackle to solidify it going into Big 12. We got it with Lee Cotton from Fair Plain, Michigan. Good run blocker. Solid. So I got the guy. Travis White did go to North Dakota State. Well, I don't think I put points on him anyway. So it ain't no big loss. Shane Nicholson does go to Ole Miss. But you're from Michigan. You stay in Michigan. And Calvin Morris decides to go to Oklahoma. Luke Anderson, another tackle, a lowly tackle though. I mean, he was 61 overall. I don't think he was any better than that. I think he was like a 64 overall if you add in the +3. So that wasn't a loss. I didn't put no points on him. But I got my guy, man. Lee Cotton, Dominique Walker, Marcus Bush, Marcus Young, Chad Charles. Ken Clark, corner. So we got some corner help right there if we need it. I'm gonna put this guy on the line. We got an offense. We got an outside linebacker that's at 80 overall, so he's already good. We got the future of the quarterback position, D. Davidson. Billy Sparks is a guard. Eric Arneson is another middle linebacker. I got another guard earlier. Bernard Pollard, which I don't know what he did, and he won't tell me until I do position changes. Johnny Thompson is another back I'll have for later use, and we got Willie Abrams to add to the receiving core, 4-star for the future from Tennessee. So I did get a Tennessee recruit. This is cool. I'm loving it. And where we're at as far as draft class, we're the number 3 draft class in the country. You can't keep drafting like this and be a group of 5 team. It's time to go on. It's time to leave the nest. It's time to compete with the big boys. Michigan State also had a really good recruiting class. Oklahoma, USC, Notre Dame, Pitt. See any teams that are going to be in a conference with me did anything. Don't see many. TCU, recruit at number 11, at 21. They'll be in a conference with me. Cincinnati, but they're only recruiting at 33. They had a really good season too. But it don't matter. Furman's down here at 36. We're still out recruiting a lot of these teams. A lot of these teams we just out recruit. We had the highest draft. I mean, that's the highest. That's the highest draft class I've had in the game. The number 3 draft class. We're ready for the Big 12, man. We're ready for the Big 12. And I recruited 20 players, which is probably too many. Probably too many. So you know what's going to happen. Cuts. That's what's going to happen. And I hate to see it. I don't want to see us cut anybody. I don't want to go through that. But it's going to probably happen. Position changes. Say my top 3 recruiting class. Bro. I do got a lot of position changes to do. So I'm going to do them. Kind of hate to do them now, though. Can't believe I taught Palmer into coming back. That was important. Still got my fullback, Anthony Murphy. Got all these receivers. Deontay Brown. I didn't recruit him. Did I? Reggie White. Texas. They just add me some receivers that I don't know nothing about. We haven't had training results either, so I can't tell. Colt. Got 4 tight ends. Somebody's going to get cut. How are you at blocking? Do you block? These guys are good at blocking. You put them at run blocking. I'm not going to do that to Benson. Hell no. It's kind of low, though. Some are good at run blocking, but they're not good at pass blocking. Yeah, leave the tight ends alone. I know one thing I'm going to do. Tackle Cotton. Juco. That helps. Coleman. I don't know if Coleman's ready for that yet. No Barnes. I could switch him to left guard. I could let Coleman try it again, and maybe he'll do better. I don't know. How many right guards I got? I got a lot of them, though, over here. I could move him to left guard. I mean, that's what he played during the season. All he did was play left guard. Only got one center? I could move someone over to center, too. At the guard position if I think it's too many. Barnes, Sparks. He's just getting started, though. Rodney Cox is a senior. Where's Poland at? 76. How would you be at center? Oh, you're an 81. Yeah, you're going over there. Because I can move Barnes over there if I have to. Yeah, Poland's not ready yet. And right tackle, all I got is Alonzo High at 71. Who's that left tackle? Yeah, we're low on tackles. Good God. Thompson's back. Madison's back. We're going to move Brian Madison to right guard. Especially I ain't got a real right guard over there. Yeah, you're going over there. Thompson's, yeah, you're moving to right here. Yep. Yep. You got the Lombardi winner over there. You need that. Outside linebacker. Left outside linebacker. Allen's, dang, that's the new guy. He's already way over Turner. Jeez. Middle linebacker. I got a lot of middle linebackers now. Two seniors. Chad Charles. And how about put you on the outside? And Charles is a lot better than Turner. Outside linebacker. Oh my God. You're not good over there. I might want to move a middle linebacker over there for real. Dude. Bowden's okay. But I don't know. Omar Anderson could be good. I could probably switch him. But then you're like affecting your depth. But you already have depth problems. A lot of new people coming in. Right outside linebacker. 79. Put him over there. Corner. Got Reynolds as a senior. E.J. Ross. Marcus Bush. Adam Stewart. Clark. T.J. Cox is 65. Oh, God, I hate to use that Georgia pipeline, but cut him. But he's 65 overall. Sam Hurd. I don't even know this guy. I don't know. I don't remember recruiting him. Did I recruit a Sam Hurd? I don't think I did. I do not think I did. We have really good safeties. A lot of these guys are really good. Really good. No strong safety. Oh, yeah, we're loaded. Got a lot of people. But what I see is we're going to have to make a lot of cuts. Dominique Walker. You say you want to beat the quarterback. It's not going to happen. I want to put you on the line. But they say you're not good. They're basically saying he is. Oh, yeah, I had him at corner. I did have him at corner. I could change him next year. I did have him at corner, didn't I? We got so many corners, though. But at quarterback, he's a 79. At corner, he's a 76. Okay. And D. Davidson. Quarterback. '78 wide receiver. You can put him anywhere. Matthews. I know he went on the front line. He's on the front line. But he's going to play defense. I have a glut at the offensive line. I have too many quarterbacks. I might have to change it. Wide receiver, no. Where did I have him at? Quarterback. I don't know what to do with him. I don't even know why I got him because he's not really All that great. Receiver seems his thing. Pretty much. Speed's decent. I don't really even want this guy. What did I get this guy for? I mean, he can catch. I mean, you can put him at receiver. But he's just a decent receiver. Well, I got all that quarterback, though. Is it a glut? Sort of. They're saying he's better than D. Davidson. W. Walker. Accuracy's at 82. Throw power's at 84. Agility, 86. Can he scramble? Looseness, 7. Yeah. Scrambler. Both these guys are scramblers. 86 power. 80 accuracy. They're sort of the same blueprint. Yeah. They're just the future. That's basically what it is. Running back, receiver. I got way too many receivers. I don't remember recruiting you. +4. It's going to be good. +2. Jeremy Thomas is a junior. Bowman. Can Bowman be the guy? I don't know. Got a lot of receivers, though, that I need to probably cut. Probably cut a tight end, too. I don't have any tackles. Like, I still don't have any tackles. I do got that Juco. He'll help. I got this right tackle, and I don't know how good he is. Pass block is at 78, so he's good. He just needs to get his awareness up. Lonzo. Check this guy out. Cotton, who we just got. More of a run blocker. He can pass block, though. So that's good. Strength's at 87. Thompson, Harris, Adams, Boyd, Addison, Harris. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't move any but them to corner because I got too many guys at corner. Yeah, Matthews, I just put him there. He's already pretty much in the mix. He'll probably be a true freshman. Defensive tackle. We just don't have the glut there. Joe Allen is better than he hasn't even played yet, and he's better than these guys. Bolton, Timmons. He has a drop off after Bolton. But then I solidified it by putting Omar Anderson over there at a 79. That'll help out while these guys learn. I just got too many corners. There's too many corners. And Marcus Bush may be like, yeah, you're gonna be the guy, like immediately, you're the guy. And I'm kind of like, I kind of want more depth there too. So I'm kind of leaning toward putting one of the guys I chose at quarterback out there on the line. Just gonna take it. Go back to quarterback. these two gem guys who could be the great best quarterbacks, but they're not going to get much playing time at quarterback because I got two seniors ready to play. I got Tony Thomas and I got Branch. So, who's the better one at coverage? 89, 84, 86. 88, 85, 85. Six, 80, 84, 82. Not as good at corner. Really good at free safety, but that's not the plan I had for D. Davidson. I didn't have that plan for him. Who do I have at free safety? How's free safety looking? Oh, we're crowded. Oh, we're good. Because Graves is already a sophomore. He's been in it for a while. Newberry is solid. Zach Hawthorne. I'm just gonna go on the defense and I had a plan for D. Davidson. I think D. Davidson's a better 79 plus 6. That's an 85 already. 82. Oh man, it's been too long on this, man. Because you gotta look at it like they're not gonna play anyway at quarterback. Davidson will be a lot better at cornerback right now. I could use a corner. He's a 77 at corner. 77, 76. I don't need a free safety. I do need another corner. I'm moving you to corner. All right. I settled it. Because Tony Thomas and Branch got it. But just remember, I have a quarterback. I don't need to recruit another quarterback. I got quarterbacks that are ready already. So we're good there. Yeah, Marcus Bush, him, and then these other guys are they just suck. You know, they just suck. Oh man. That took longer than it should. This video already 2 hours. This is the longest offseason video I've ever done. And I know it's super boring watching me do this. But I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it right. Training results. They get pleasure before the pain. Because you know I'm going to cut somebody. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up having to cut people. And it's gonna suck and I'm gonna hate myself for doing it. We got training results. Quarterback. Thomas Bush is a 98. Branch is a 90. Speed's gone up for Thomas. Awareness has gone up. Acceleration's gone up by 1. Trucking elusiveness has gone up by 1. Ball carrier. Shoot move. Carrying. Throw power 87. Throw accuracy at 91. But actually, a little bit. Marcus Branch kind of gets him on the accuracy a little bit. But they're about the same now. I got 2 really good senior quarterbacks going into the Big 12. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome, guys. But I'm still going to keep Tony Thomas in that package. I'm going to use it a little more, but Marcus Branch going to see the field. He's going to see the field. Palmer is a 96. Oh, my God. Speed up by 1. Acceleration by 3. Awareness by 5. Break tackle by 4. Trucking by 3. Looseness up by 4. Ball carrier vision plus 5. Palmer's going to do the damn thing next year. Oh my God, I'm excited. Senior, best player on the team by far. Junior, John McGill get his opportunity. Henry Collins get his opportunity. Looking good, looking good, looking good. +4 for my fullback. Yeah, I like that. Come on, guys. Bush, man, I look for more from Bush. He did go up with speed. Accelerations +3. +2. Catching +4. That's good. Other guys got +5 though. Catching traffic's at a 78. Nash is at an 89. Route running for Bush is at a 74, but these other guys are topping him. Bowman's at a 99. Thomas is at a 99. Collins is at a 97. Well, my receivers are goated. They're goated. Benson's +4. Scott +4. Cut +4. Vincent Coleman +6. Did he get better at pass blocking? Did he get better at pass blocking? Tell me he got better at pass blocking. He did. He did get better. But I don't know. Barnes is still outdoing him in pass blocking. But Coleman's got you in run blocking. But we'll see how it goes. Coleman's going to get another shot, but I can't afford a lot of sacks next year. Can't do it. Rodney Cox is +8 at center. Awesome. So we got a real good starting center. Right guard Mason's +6. Pretty good. Might be a weakness. How's pass blocking? Can't afford a lot of sacks, man, next year. Pass blocking's got to be there. It's at an 81, which is, it's okay. It's not setting the world on fire. But I don't have a lot of tackles to divvy up. Thompson +5, which is pretty good. Block sheds at an 89. That's what I need. I need him to get to that quarterback. I need him to get to the quarterback. He sort of did it last year, but he wasn't really like in the game a lot. So you can't really tell. Strength's at an 81. Brian Mass is 87. Yes, let's go. +5. +5, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's So we're talking about that. Block shot's at a 97. He's about to eat next year. He's about to eat. Browning at a 90. That's good. 92. Let's see if these linebackers improve. A little bit. Turner's at a 73 now. He's not a 69 anymore. Bolden, I need that. 85. Yep, that's good. And Anderson's at an 84. Jacobs at a 77. So our outside line, the linebacking core got a little bit better. Terrence Reynolds should be that guy. 95, 99 awareness. He's been playing all these years. Should give me more picks. I should see more picks from you. 99 on both. Can't throw over there. He will kill you. You cannot throw the ball over there. It's good. Newberry, +5. That's what I'm talking about. I like the free safety. He's been really doing good for me at free safety. His tackling went up. Block shed, pursuit is up. And zone coverage, I thought would be higher. I thought zone coverage would be a little bit higher, but he's more of a tackler. I kind of think he belongs at strong safety, but I'm not moving him. He's been playing this position pretty good, so I think he'll play pretty good. Martindale, 94 overall. Let's go. 92 overall. Oh, my God. This team's going to be the shit next year. It's going to be awesome. This team's about to be the shit. I know my kicker got an upgrade. +5. See that? Let me see if that kick power went up. I need for that kick power to go up. Kick power is at a 99. Accuracy is at an 84. I didn't know his accuracy was that bad. We did have some where he didn't hit, and I think it was more accuracy than power. But I do remember him not making some because he just didn't have the leg. Sullivan should kill it next year. +4 for our punter. It's pretty freaking good. Training results. My favorite part of the game till you get to the paint. You gotta cut players. I gotta cut players. Bro, I don't want to do this. This is painful. It's 11:28 at night. Oh boy, you knew it was gonna come. The pain. Comes pain. How bad? 4. Glory, hallelujah. I can live with that. First of all, I don't know who you are. You're getting cut. If I see you lowly rated and I did not recruit you, I am going to get rid of you. But I only have to cut 4, so that's pretty good. Deontay Brown. He is +3. He's a Texas recruit. We need to make inroads in Texas. Reggie White, I do not remember recruiting you, and you're a JUCO. And I got all these receivers. So he's a junior already. We don't really need North Carolina. I just got him. But I'm not cutting these other guys. But I just don't see why we need this guy. We don't need him. Got him. Yeah, I like to keep all my tight ends. Mitchell. Yeah, I don't have any tackles, but I don't want to walk on. That's a 41 overall. I might have to keep him, though, just for backup, for depth, man. I might have to keep him. I mean, I can move a guard over there, a tackle. It just won't be the same. I don't know, man. They're both from Texas. Yeah, we need to make inroads in Texas. I won't lie to you. We are in a Texas. We are in the Texas area. A player, you cannot cut this player as it will put the team roster on the required minimum for this position. That is true. But man, does he suck. We're gonna get rid of one of these though. We got enough of these guys. I don't know which one. Tackle rating is 80, so 56, 61. Power moves, yeah. Finesse, yeah. Oh my God. Pursuit, play recognition. I under recruited for tackle, so I made my mistakes. I mean, as far as the offensive line, we got to cut one of these guys. In fact, cut both of them. Oh my God, they're going to make me keep them. Yeah, could have gave me a bunch of like offensive linemen as tackles, and I would have been good. But they're going to do it. They didn't do that. Why didn't you do that? Sam Hurd. He's from Texas. I can't cut him. I'm trying to make inroads with Texas. I don't want to not make inroads with Texas. Let's see first. Alabama. You know, I can cut a guy from Alabama, but I don't want to. Martindale's too good to cut. I got a Georgia pipeline. I do not have an Idaho pipeline. And I just got you. Marcus Young, you're a 69 overall. You are a +1. But I do have Zach Hawthorne, and I do have these guys. I don't really need Marcus Young. I really don't. I thought I would need him, but I don't really need him. I don't really need him. Won't miss him either. He's just lowly rated. And I like the fact that you can recruit a guy and cut him. Even though you really kind of don't want to, I do like the fact that you can do it. I'm not saying it's right to do it. I'm just saying you should be able to do it. You should be able to cut a guy you recruited. You should be able to do it. At least somewhat. But you know damn well this guy will never. We got a deep receiving core. Really deep. Don't need to get another receiver. We definitely don't need any more receivers. Yeah, I'm cutting the guy because he's from Idaho, and I just recruited him. And I put points on him, but I don't need him, so we're good. I'm sorry, Marcus Young. Yeah, I might have. That was not as painful as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be real pain, but it wasn't. We're almost 2 hours in. Conference, custom, conferences. Here we go. And that's it, guys. That's the 2 hour. That was a 2 hour video. Even before I get to conference realignments. I'm going to highlight the conference realignments as the main part of the video. So I'm going to separate it. And get to it, man. It's been fun. Guys, that was probably boring unless you're really into this stuff. I'm really into this stuff. You only do it one time, 1 year. Gotta get it right. I just cannot believe I didn't have offensive linemen. Like my tackle position was that low. I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. But I'm about to do a lot of conference realignments, so I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to do a part 2 of this video, and see you guys later. Peace out.